Hello students, how are you? Today my topic is Bohr atomic model and we are doing different models of atoms. And my today's video is in continuity with my previous video, that was the Rutherford's atomic model. And today I am going to teach you Bohr's atomic model. Because Rutherford atomic model have limitation and that model was later on discarded. These are the postulates of Bohr's atomic theory. Now we are doing Bohr's atomic model. Bohr's atomic model. These are the following postulates. Postulate number 1. According to Bohr, the atom is spherical in shape and it consists of positive charge nucleus at the center and electrons revolves around it in a fixed path. These paths are called shells, or we can say energy levels. First postulate is atom consists of positive charge nucleus at the center, electrically neutral, spherical, and electrons revolves around it in fixed path called shells. This is the first postulate of Bohr's atomic theory. Second postulate of Bohr atomic theory is very interesting and important one. That is, whenever electron remains in a particular shell, its energy remains constant. What I am saying, whenever electron remains or revolves in a particular shell, its energy remains conserved. It will neither gain energy or nor lose energy. Second postulate is, as long as electron revolves in a fixed shell or orbit, its energy remains conserved. That is, it will neither lose energy nor gain energy. So whenever electron remains in a particular shell, its energy remains conserved. This is our second postulate. And what is the energy? Energy is En equals to minus 2 pi square Me4 over n square h square into z square. This is the amount of energy in a particular shell. Third postulate of Bohr's atomic theory is that whenever electron remains in a particular shell or a particular orbit, its angular momentum also remain conserved and is equals to the whole number multiple of h upon 2 pi. What I am saying, only those orbitals are permitted in which angular momentum of electrons is whole number multiple of h upon 2 pi. What I am saying, listen carefully. Suppose here is a nucleus and electron revolves around it in a fixed path. This is the electron and it is the mass of electron is m and it is revolving with linear velocity of v. This is the radius, this is perpendicular distance. So what is angular momentum? Angular momentum is mv into perpendicular distance. It is equals to n upon nh upon 2 pi, and this whole collectively is known as angular momentum. This is angular momentum. So angular momentum is whole number multiple of h upon 2 pi. The last, number fourth postulate of Bohr atomic theory is that whenever electron gain or lose energy, it jumps from one energy level to another energy level. What I am saying, the energy is emitted or absorbed by the electrons when the electron jumps from one energy level to another What I am saying, suppose here is first energy level, that is E1, and this is second energy level E2. Here electron is present, it absorbs energy and jumps from ground state to excited state. On the other hand, when this electron loses its energy, it again back to its ground state. So how much energy get absorbed? That is delta E. So delta E is equals to E2 minus E1. What is E1 and E2? E1 is the ground state energy level and E2 is the excited state energy level. These are the postulates of Bohr's atomic theory.